Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unscripted. I am David Ellis, and I'm here with.
Amy Kruzik. Hey, everybody.
And today we're going to be exploring the wide and wonderful world of echo chambers, safe spaces, and humor.
I love that. What we got to find out what humor has to do with with all of this. You're
Yeah,
looking.
well, if you're in an echo chamber or a safe space, you don't have a sense of humor. So we tagged on humor at the end of that. So,
Yeah.
where you want to start?
Well, let's do definitions. I like to do that just because an echo chamber is, and it reinforces. So, let's say an echo chamber is a group of people,
Mm-hmm.
and it reinforces without challenge. Nobody says, "Wait a minute, I'm not sure about that,"
You're
but
not making any sense.
I'm I'm not making any sense.
No, in an echo chamber, when somebody's talking crap, nobody tells them you're not making any sense.
Right. Nobody tells them that. Okay. So that would be an echo chamber.
Mhm.
And then a safe space would be somewhere where, mm, if you're vulnerable, your voice, like it's from harm. I see it as, oh, keep me from harm because I'm too vulnerable to listen about, I don't know,
Most
anything.
likely, a safe space is where people go to be safe from the harsh opinions and, I suppose, microaggressions of others.
Yes.
All right. So, an
Uh,
echo chamber kind of is a safe space because you're surrounding yourself with people who think like who act like you, who do all the things that you do. And so in a little safe space, you are immune to somebody telling you you sound stupid.
yeah. So my guess is that you were never in part of an echo chamber.
I've never been part of an echo chamber or safe space in my life. Okay, and being out here in the internet means that you definitely not in an echo chamber, and you have
No.
to build a thick skin. And humor, well, everybody knows what humor is. I would hope so. It is your ability to find mirth
Mm.
and joy in some situations. Um,
Yeah.
and sometimes there is different kinds of humor, and we're going to get into that
Oh, yeah.
actually.
There yeah, there is different kinds of
Where you
humor.
want to start, Amy?
Well, okay, so what's the difference between an echo chamber? Because I think this is kind of misunderstood as a cultural concept.
Hmm.
So, what is the difference, in your opinion, about echo chambers and safe spaces, or the similarities of it?
An echo chamber is a deliberate attempt on the part of someone, sometimes not so deliberate. I shouldn't say it's deliberate, to surround themselves with people who think like them. So if I have a particular opinion, so as an example, there's lots of spiritual people on the internet.
Yeah.
You won't know they exist because they hide in little groups on the internet. They
Yeah.
hide in little groups on the internet specifically because whatever they believe in, they don't want challenged. So they have little private groups, and people come into the groups, and there's not going to be somebody in the group who says, well, this sounds a bit iffy. So that's an echo chamber. Everybody just parrots what everybody else is saying.
Yeah, or, parrots, or they don't even challenge that.
Yeah.
Bec they don't even say, "Can you explain that in another way? Can you explain that to me in another way? I'm not understanding." I mean, there really is a no back and forth kind of conversations. It's just statements, 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 in my
And
opinion,
they're
and
kind of like stating the obvious because everybody knows that, I don't know, Puff the Magic Dragon is the creator of the universe. Obviously, we know that. We don't need to debate that topic, right? So you're in an echo chamber. So, like, Amy and I, we're never in an echo chamber because she doesn't agree with anything that I say. And
that's
so
humor. That's humor.
yeah, we don't necessarily agree. We're not in an echo chamber. If I don't agree with a particular point of view, I accept that I may be wrong in my outlook.
Yeah. Yeah. So echo chambers can be families. So
That's true.
I think I've been in an echo chamber with my family. I do.
It,
Seriously, until I got out in the world, until you
yeah.
get out into the world and you see like, well, wait a minute, why doesn't that person believe what I believe? Oh my gosh.
Religious families are notorious for being echo chambers.
Yeah.
So, of course, we're going to do grace before meals because we have to be thankful. Of course, we're going to do the prayer at night. Of course, we're going to go to church on Sundays. We're going to go to the church on New Year's. And, of course, we're going to send the children to Bible school. You get a general idea?
I do, but I like that in a way though. I like
Yeah,
that.
but wait,
I
I'm not
like
finished. I'm not finished.
okay.
You said you
Okay.
like it,
I,
right? And of course, we're going to think that anybody who's not part of our religion are sinners and are going to burn in the everlasting fires of hell because it's obvious that they're going to burn in the everlasting fires of hell. How do I know? Because the Bible told me so.
yeah. Oh my gosh. It's so funny because you're bringing back so many memories of, like, just I remember my mom saying, like, the Catholic Church is the true church. It's the
Oh,
true
okay.
church. Have you heard that before?
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
have you heard that?
The word Catholic means universal.
Yeah, of course.
That's what that word means in English. In case anybody is listening, we're on the show to educate as well. So the word Catholic means universal. So it's a statement of absolute arrogance.
Yes, right?
Ironically enough, it's the Roman Catholic Church. Back to those days when Rome was at its zenith.
Yeah,
Small problem. Rome fell.
yeah. Rome did fall. I guess the religion didn't. I don't know.
Poor Nero saw his Rome burn.
Oh my gosh, this is so would you say echo chambers is kind of like a spell work or repetition, like an
Echo
enchantment?
chambers is a brainwashing outfit. So yes, it is spell work, but it's spell work for the mind. Because
Mm,
if I repeat enough something, I know that Amy, you're a sinner because you weren't on church on Sunday, I'm sure of it.
no.
And if I tell I don't know, Joe Hancock, Amy's a sinner, and she says, yes, she's such a sinner. She didn't go to church. Yeah, can you imagine she didn't go to church? We didn't go. And then we're brainwashing each other into believing that everybody else is a sinner as an example.
Mhm.
And we are the chosen ones who will enter the pearly gates of heaven because we went to church.
I know. Yeah. So churches can be echo chambers for sure,
Absolutely, a church is an echo chamber.
and governments.
Governments are no political parties are more echo chambers
Yeah.
than governments because in a political
Oh,
party, of course we believe in that. Of course we believe in that. Now a government, depending on what kind of government you have set up. So in Iran you have a theocracy, right? Meaning that the government is ruled by the religion.
mm,
And the United States, y'all have apparently a republic, which doesn't act like one, but it's a republic nonetheless. Okay. Different governments may be democratic, some of them may be colonial, and so on. But honestly speaking, all of them have a degree of groupthink, which is in an echo chamber
yeah.
where everybody thinks alike.
So what is the spiritual cost of that?
The spiritual cost of that is that your mind becomes narrow, you become
Yeah.
narrow minded. So, as an example, the US women's basketball team is playing the, I don't know, under 15 basketball team from another country. They may be down on points and everybody chimes in, USA, USA. Okay. But the women's basketball team is made up of people from Scandinavia.
Yes.
It's made up of people from Scandinavia. So you chanting USA, you're chanting an idea, right? You're chanting an idea which does not bear any resemblance to reality.
Yeah. So is there Is there a cultural I feel like there's a cultural clash going on.
Meaning what?
Meaning, well, echo chambers are private,
Mm-hmm.
social media is public
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. So, so this makes okay. So you're on Facebook, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, and your echo chamber people in your chamber says this, and then you go on Facebook and say something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a clash of I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's
Here's the
like
thing.
blurred lines there, right?
No, I
Or
think I think in an echo chamber, people have to agree. If you
yeah.
don't agree, then you're not in an echo chamber, and you will most likely be ostracized from that little chamber of people. Or you
Mm.
may face something called soft ostracism, where you may be having your ideas, and people will think, "Oh, she'll grow out of it. We're just going to ignore her."
Ah.
That's soft ostracism, right? People who are in echo chambers do not allow anybody in that has a difference of opinion for the very simple reason they're afraid. They're afraid to be challenged. And I'm going to say this, a lot of people like being in echo chambers because it gives them a false sense of identity. So I belong to, you know, the hen club, the book club, or whatever club it is that you're in, right?
Yeah.
And so we believe in this and whatever, 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 but I'm not going to discuss it because I don't want your opinion, because your opinion is going to be against my opinion. And I am not going to discuss it because I know what's the right thing. And I'm going to just stick and stand my ground. And people actually believe that not allowing other thought patterns into their head is somehow a virtuous thing to do.
Yeah, and they get an audience, don't they? Whether it's big or small, they have an audience to speak to.
Okay, so Amy, you want to know how I could develop an echo chamber right now?
Yeah, how come
All I have to do is get on to the internet with you and tell everybody who's in the audience right now that everything that is wrong with your life is not your fault. It's the result of the government,
Mm,
demonic forces that are coming to get you. It's all these evil people that are unnamed that are coming to get you. And none of it is your fault. And you just have to join my group for $9.99, and you and I can discuss all the bad things in the world that are not your fault. And then I would have my little group, and then a whole bunch of people would run in because nobody wants to take accountability. And it's so easy to set
mm.
up nonsense like this. And I could set up stuff like this and then, make lots of money. Why? Because nobody wants to think that anything that is going wrong in their life is their fault.
Yeah.
And, now that I think of it, maybe I should set up that.
Maybe.
Actually, now, like that's easy money, right? Well, a lot of people don't want to accept that the stuff that's going on in their life is their fault. So they go into these echo chambers where
Mm.
people tell them it's not your fault. It's the government. It's demonic forces. It's the shifting planets, the alignment of the sun with the moon or whatever nonsense
It's your
is trending
parents.
at the time. And people buy into that. They would actually spend money on somebody to tell them that it's not your fault.
Yeah,
And that's an echo chamber right there. You could set one up, very profitable funnel. Lots of people are doing that right now.
yeah. Wow. So interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a safe space too then, isn't it?
Yes, it's a
It's
safe
both.
space because if I charge you $9.99 a month to tell you
Yeah.
that what's going on in your life is absolutely not your fault, it's the planets. It's the planets are doing things to you.
Ah, yeah.
And that contract that you signed that didn't go your way, it's Mercury's fault. It was in retrograde. Okay. There used to be a time when people would say, "Oh, Mercury's in retrograde. Let me drag that back where it's supposed to be." There used to be a time. There are lots of people who make money off of people like that. So it's a safe space because now I'm safe in the knowledge that I'm safe from my own accountability
Hmm.
in a safe space like that. There are other things that people do. People outsource their agencies to people, which is why shows like this, like what we're doing here, yeah, a lot of people are not going to like us on the internet. There's a whole bunch of people watching this broadcast right now saying, damn, you're messing up my whole strategy.
Yes, I love that.
There's a whole bunch of people who are going to be watching this broadcast right now. This show goes out to about 250,000 people. There are a whole bunch of people who's watching this right now saying, shut up, David, you're messing up my whole strategy.
Yes.
And if you are that kind of person, I'm going to tell you, yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're messing up your whole funnel, your whole sales funnel. Let me tell you guys something else, okay? So you have this safe space where you have people who are like outsourcing their agency as human beings to you, right? So Amy, let's say Amy decided that she was going to create, and we're going to role play this, Amy.
Okay, okay.
I don't feel like I'm a man, Amy. So I go to Amy because Amy's going to teach me how to be masculine. Like, you're going to crack the whip and you're going to teach me how to be masculine, right?
Okay.
All right. You notice that I'm not trying to figure out how the hell Amy going to know how I'm going to become masculine. You notice that that piece of analysis has not crossed my mind.
Yeah.
So I go to you, Amy, I need help. I just need help being masculine because I don't know what to do with myself. Like I'm just not masculine enough. Do I go to the gym? Do I beat my wife? I don't know what to do. Just help me. Any advice for me, Amy?
Uh, hey, you know what? I have to, I don't know. I don't know what the advice would be. My gosh, that's so seriously. Do you think people really?
Yeah, but Amy, you could always ask ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will tell you to tell me to go to the gym and do all sorts of weird. Listen,
That's an echo chamber in itself.
yeah, but it's safe for me because I don't have to think about my lack of manliness. You understand? Because Amy, you're gonna tell me, and then I'll feel safe about it. You understand?
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Me telling you how to be masculine. Oh my gosh.
Yes. And then I have not even thought about
No,
exactly how Amy is going to make me more masculine.
because I'm a
Oh
woman.
God. Safe spaces are for people who don't have a lot of internal fortitude.
Yeah.
So they run to safe spaces where they are safe from what they believe to be harm. Now,
Oh yeah. What?
let me explain that in war, a safe space is a foxhole in the ground. You know, it stops things from exploding around you and so on. If your safe space is somebody's words, then you have admitted that sticks and stones will break your bones.
Hmm.
You have admitted that. It means that you don't have to develop resilience and internal fortitude. It means that you are admitting that you are a weak person.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to admit that you're a weak person and you need a safe space, please understand that the safe space won't always be there. Eventually, you got to come out.
That's what I was just gonna say. Like, you remember the college campuses? I don't know what they were going through, but they had safe spaces. Was it? I can't remember why. Maybe it was some kind of what is it called? Rallies or something like that. Like
Mhm,
campuses with these
mhm,
rallies that they do. So they needed to have safe spaces. But I'm thinking eventually you're gonna have to come out of that safe space.
mhm. You
And
mean
then
like
now what? It's called the real world.
you mean like when you go to work,
Yes.
as an example,
Yes.
and the rest of us are out here waiting for you,
Yes. Yes.
and your nervous system is in no condition to
Yeah.
handle the world of work, because somebody eventually is going to have to correct you. There's
Yep.
nobody who goes to work who does everything perfectly.
Mm.
Somebody's going to have to correct you. How are you going to handle that?
Yeah, that's the resilience, man. If I didn't have that, right?
Uh-huh.
People, I used to be offended by it, like, "Well, what are" this was when in my younger years, but as I got older, I appreciate it when you or anybody else tells me, I don't know if I would do that."
And Amy, here's the thing. This is the reality of life. You will be liked by none of the people some of the time.
Mm,
You will be liked by all of the people some of the time, but you will never be liked by all of the people
people
all of the
the time.
time. Somebody is not going to like you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
we're online right now. There are people who may not like me because of some deep seated, it might be my skin color, it might be because I'm male, it may be because I speak straight and they
yeah,
don't like what I'm saying. I might be destroying their funnel for the echo chambers. You never know. It doesn't matter, right? But obviously, they're going to think bad thoughts about me. They may say bad things about me and so on. And I don't care.
yeah.
I don't care.
You've definitely helped me with that over the
Yeah,
years.
I remember.
You have definitely helped me with that because I used to care.
Yeah,
And I used to be in this comfort zone. And so, see, that's another thing. I would search out comfort zones, right?
to hide.
And to hide until you picked me out of an audience and said, there's
Oh, that
something.
fateful day when Amy told me she wasn't going to speak to me because she was scared of me. That fateful day, that was fun. Yeah, enough of that nonsense. You don't have to be afraid of anybody for that matter. And this is the
I-
thing that people do that, People tend to run into their little safe spaces
yeah.
because they think it's easy
Yeah.
and they're protected in some way, shape, or form.
And how does healing come from that? Being in a comfort zone or an echo chamber or a safe space? How does your healing even begin?
It doesn't.
Yeah. Like the hard stuff. I'm talking about the hard stuff, the dig deep.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't see how that, and I've been there and I've come out of that little foxhole.
Yeah, you have to come out. Well, for myself, I grew up in the third world,
Yeah.
and the third world has many wonderful things about it. Um, and I call it the third world. I grew up in the Caribbean. We have wonderful beaches. We have sunlight. Um, Nature is on 100% beauty.
Mhm.
But we also have people down there that will keep it 100% real with you. And for those of you in the Caribbean who are watching this, who have kept it real with me, I thank you.
Yeah.
Because when I came to North America, there's nothing that's breaking me up here. There's nothing that's bending me or anything like that. It's like, that's all you have, really and truly. Like, you need to go down to the Caribbean and learn some new techniques, right? Honestly speaking, right? And I want to thank you for the people in places like Barbados and so on. I want to shout you all out, right? And all the stuff that we say, like in Barbados or in like places like St. Lucia, when somebody has something to say to you, you're getting it live and direct.
Yeah.
You're not getting it dumbed down. You're not getting any kind of subtle references and so on. You're getting it very, very live and very direct, and there is no consideration to how you feel about it either. And I love that about these places. And it was very hard when I moved to industrialized countries, Amy, because people
Mhm.
don't speak straight here.
No, I agree. I agree.
And they think it's polite. I get it.
Now, I'm gonna say that you do have a soft side to you. Don't
I
I've
do. I
I've
do.
come to you before crying and you've helped me through things. So yes, you do have you've
Yes,
got
but that's because I know you.
well, true.
All right.
True, you true.
Listen, guys, if you're in the audience, the people that you should care in terms of opinions, that you don't need a safe space from are your people that you speak to, people that you care about. The
Yeah.
rest of the world really is irrelevant in the grander scheme of things.
Yeah, true.
They really are. Which brings us to the concept of humor.
Ah, yes. Oh, whatever happened to laughter?
Do
What
you remember
happened?
laughter?
I do.
You
I
remember
do.
when we used to laugh at inappropriate? Okay, I still laugh at inappropriate things as
I
much
know.
as possible.
We send each other things that are that make us laugh.
Listen, I think the world has gone down a particular road where people no longer laugh at things. I think it started with the political correctness move.
Mm,
Now, we used to have a kind of humor between people which was offensive, but nobody actually, people don't understand that offense is always taken, it's not really given. Okay? Now, you could talk to somebody or make a joke about something, and if your intent is to offend, then that thing is offensive. If your intent is to create humor, then that thing is not offensive and should not be taken as such.
yeah.
There's a whole bunch of people out here that are telling people, "Oh no, you shouldn't have said that. That is so inappropriate."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to laugh at most of inappropriate things if the intent was not to offend.
Yeah. So how does sarcasm come into that? Because I used to get confused with that. I used to get offended. Not anymore, but this I would say early 20s. People use sarcasm as humor,
Correct.
and I couldn't tell the difference when they were
I'm sorry.
I couldn't tell
That's
the difference.
actually funny.
Wait a
You
wait, let me explain. I took it
because if I told you right now, oh, Amy, did all the sarcasm go over your head, short girl?
right, but I used to be because I got like, "I'm short, I'm short, I'm short," so that would offend me if you would have said I don't know if that would have said it, but other things such as that, because people like to get their digs in, right?
Yeah. Well, you
Through
see,
sarcasm.
yeah, but once again, is the intent meant
Yeah,
to be offensive? You have to discern that. Okay. You know me long enough to know that when I'm going to make comments, it's going to be from a place of humor. All
yeah.
right. I'm not purposely trying to dig, but I suppose when it comes to different people, it depends on the intent. Okay.
I had to learn that, though. I had to really learn that. For some reason, I would take it I don't know, there's something about sarcasm that's about that person, not you. It's why are they doing that? Why are they being sarcastic?
There are malicious and evil people who like to create disharmony or discontent by saying jokes that seem to be jokes, but they're not jokes because
Yeah,
you could feel the intent behind it.
maybe that's what it
And
was.
so, if somebody is jealous of you, they're going to make some stupid joke.
Yeah,
That's a dig, that's not sarcasm.
yeah. Oh, that's a dig, there's a difference? I always thought that was the same.
Yeah, like no, sarcasm can be something like what I just said to you. Like, oh, the jokes are going over your head. That's sarcasm. Okay?
Because
Because
I'm short. Wait, you forgot because
because you're short, right? Right? The jokes are going over your head. So that's sarcasm. However, um, if somebody's jealous of you and says something like, and this is the setup. Let me show you a
Yeah,
setup.
yeah.
Wow, Amy, you did something. What did you do to your hair?
I put it do I have to Why? Wait, are we doing a role play here?
Yes.
Okay.
So I say to you, Amy, that's really nice. What did you do to your hair?
Oh, I curled it and put it up in a ponytail.
Oh, that's what I thought. That is a dig. Nasty, nasty comment. You see, because the person is taking you as a compliment
Yes!
and you set them up for that. This is the kind of thing that people are talking about. But
Yes,
it's
this
nasty.
The setup, that's why I was kind of, like, hesitant, like, "Oh my god, what is it gonna" I had to
Yeah,
make sure that
what's happening next, right?
Yeah, but if you would have told me that 20 years ago, I probably would have I don't know. Like, "Why? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with my hair?"
Yes, and I would be like, oh, that's what
"Oh,
I thought. Hmm.
oh, yeah,
Right?
nothing."
And
Yeah, okay.
that is a dig. Now let's
Alright.
talk about dark humor.
Oh, I had to get used to dark humor
Why?
because I felt as though I sensitive to it. Like, "Oh, no, you can't really say that." Like, I think it's just the way I grew up was, like, that inappropriate, appropriate. Now, there are some things that need to be appropriate, inappropriate at certain times, right?
Hmm.
But I think dark humor I got used to it, though.
Okay.
I got used to it. Anyways.
There is a kind of dark humor that happens, but you need to laugh with somebody who appreciates dark humor. Not appropriate in church, as an example.
No, right, there's appropriate and inappropriate to that. Yes, yes.
Like an example of dark humor is somebody robbing the dead, as an example.
Oh,
Okay.
robbing the dead, explain that.
So you bury a man with his wedding ring and stuff like that, and somebody
Oh, yes,
takes the
okay.
wedding ring, right? And and they get caught, and they ask them, "What were you doing with the wedding ring?" And he says, "I'm trying to turn it into wine." You know, this stuff like that
Yeah.
would happen, right? So I dark humor is appropriate based on occasion. On some occasions, it's fine, and then somebody's going to tell you something like, "Too soon, man, too soon."
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I've seen it
Um,
in movies. I'm trying to think of a dark humor movie that I've seen.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Predator, when he throws the knife through the guy and sticks him to a wall and tells him, "Stick around."
That kind of dark humor.
That's dark humor. Okay. There's a number of other stuff. I sent you an example of an inappropriate
Mhm.
dark joke.
Yeah.
Now, this was pointed to Alabama, guys, but please be adult about it and don't rail us in the comment, right? And the joke went something like, "Why is the reverse cowgirl position outlawed in Alabama?" Because you don't turn your back on family. You see, now you can apply that to any region on earth, right? You see, now that's messed up, right?
Yes.
That's inappropriate. It's messed up. I just made it on a on a podcast. I know people are going to be like if you're watching from Alabama, this was just a general
Yeah,
joke.
it was a yeah, you could apply to any state, really. Yeah.
Not any state. I think the people in New York would beg to differ.
Oh, true. Okay.
And don't even bring that up to Canada because, like,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So humor
I
it is based on occasion, I think.
Yeah, it is. I'm just looking at, movies that I thought were, dark humor. Fargo. Have you watched Fargo?
That was funny as hell. Yes,
Yeah. Now that she was funny in that. And what about American Psycho? That's dark humor.
it is. It is extremely dark humor,
Yeah.
actually. For those of
Yeah.
you who haven't watched American Psycho, you should watch it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, those are the only ones I see that so far. Um, yeah. Horrible Bosses. Did I make you watch that one?
Yes, you did. You made me watch that one.
Okay, yeah, because you that was dark humor. Yeah.
So,
So
guys, like like what kinds of humor do you subscribe to? Because honestly speaking, I think the world is in a state where we're losing our sense of humor because people want to be in safe spaces and they don't want to be exposed to, you
yeah.
know, messed up jokes.
And there are those in the closet that don't, in the echo chambers that don't say, "Hey, I watch dark humor," or "I think that's funny."
Okay.
Right?
I get into trouble on a regular basis because I do have friends around me who are fairly progressive, and I sometimes say inappropriate stuff.
Yes.
And I find it funny a lot of the times. People tend to think in terms of um, a particular topic is not appropriate for discussion.
Mm,
And it's usually because they believe that the humor or jokes are being pointed to a particular group, whether it be a racial group, such as black people or white people or Indian or Asian people. So they find that inappropriate, right? And I'm like, it depends.
yeah, I agree. I mean, I think you
Because
have
I
to.
laugh at jokes pointed at black people, and I think I belong to that
Yeah,
demographic, or indigenous people, I belong to that demographic as well.
yeah.
And then I'm like, that's funny. It's funny. Okay. And I laugh at jokes pointed at other demographics. I absolutely do. Let me tell you why humor is important and why it is important to laugh at everything that you can. Because, you're not getting any younger. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Eh,
And laughter is always the best medicine. It has always been the best medicine.
yes,
And if you lose your sense of humor because, oh, that's inappropriate or that's not cool, or you're targeting this group or you're targeting that group, no, it's funny. Okay, I laugh at myself
I know,
a
that's the
lot.
best. That's the best. I had to learn that one too.
To laugh at yourself.
I had to learn
That's the
that
best thing
one.
that I would. That's listen. In terms of any kind of coaching or counseling, you have to learn to laugh at
Yeah,
yourself, and
yeah,
you have to learn to laugh at past events. Okay, you absolutely do.
you do.
Because if you don't, it makes for a lighter personality and a lighter energy around you. There are a whole bunch of people walking around with this heavy energy. Oh, that's inappropriate. That's not appropriate, and whatever else. And I couldn't care less about that. I'm laughing at everything,
Yeah,
everything.
it's like the people with their clipboards, that's inappropriate. You can't laugh at that. It's like, put the clipboard away. Quit checking up on everybody and how they're supposed to act.
Correct, exactly. And there's the other set of people who don't laugh at things which they think are horrible. As an example, I
Mm,
have a friend. If you work in healthcare, you're not going to find health things funny.
mm.
Okay. But sometimes they are. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. I used to be a therapist at the island of Barbados. A man came in. Half of his face had cuts on it. Only half. Bruises, cuts, that kind of thing. So I am concerned. This is concern as a healthcare professional. Then I asked him, obviously, how did all of that happen? Amy,
Oh no. I
he was putting on his underwear. He put one leg into one of the holes. He balanced to put the other leg into the other hole. It got snagged in the underwear and he fell face forward into a wall.
Oh
Now,
no.
look at you
Okay.
trying to hold that in.
I know. I'm trying to hold
Look
it
at
in.
you try to hold it in. This is what I'm talking about.
I didn't know where you were going to
Listen,
go
he
to
was
it.
laughing. I was laughing. We were both laughing at that entire episode. Okay? We were all laughing at that episode. It's funny. It is very, very funny. He's not dead, but he looks a
Okay.
little worse for wear because he didn't have the balance put on his underwear. This is the kind of things that are going to be funny. So he was laughing at himself. It encouraged me to laugh at him. I wouldn't have laughed at him otherwise. I wouldn't
I
have
know.
laughed at him otherwise.
If he said something else that was like, "Oh no."
Right, these are the kinds of things that you
Yeah.
can laugh at because that is funny.
Yeah.
Now somebody else is going to say, oh my god, look at you're laughing at these things, and I'm like, yeah, I am unrepentantly, uncompromisingly, I'm going to laugh. Okay, you should encourage people to laugh at themselves in
Yeah.
situations, right?
Yeah. I definitely had to learn that. But you know what I had to do before I learned that was go through my belief and pattern system. because that's where my laughter was stuck there.
You mean like just now?
Just now, do you see? Because I didn't know where you were gonna go with this, and it's like, should I laugh? Should I not laugh? I don't know what is he
No,
gonna
you
do.
should laugh because it's funny because you could see the
Funny now.
visual of this man
I
trying to
know.
put on his undies and then ending up face planting into the wall. Come on, that's
I
funny.
know. I
Okay?
know. It is funny. It is funny. It's probably happened to us, right? Where we fall trying to put our
No,
underwear
that's
on.
never happened to me, Amy.
Oh, come
Like
on.
now you have me visualizing this happening to you and a whole bunch of other people. Look,
Oh, Mr. Busso that can stand on the Busso ball for of course it's not gonna happen to you.
okay, there are a number of other things that
Okay,
are
give
funny.
us one. Give us one that you did that was funny
Well, I don't know.
recently.
Uh,
I'm
not
trying to even
anything.
think. I know, I'm trying to think of one recently. We gotta get out there and do some shit now.
I will give you an example. I worked out in a gym and I was running on a treadmill, and there was an older gentleman who was running next to me, and he's older than I am. And you know, when you get energies from people where they're looking at you like you're a whelp, like you're like, look at this. I was younger at the time, and look at this young,
Mhm.
annoying guy, and I'm running on the treadmill and I'm minding my own business, but there's a generational aggression there. And so he decides, well, he could run, I could run too. So he pops up his treadmill and he's off to running. But I'm getting the energy coming at me, like, you know? So I press the up button to increase the speed of the treadmill. And he decides he's pressing the up button too, right? Because we're dealing with a man going through midlife crisis or whatever the case may be. And he doesn't like my looks. So I'm pressing beep, beep, beep. You know, the treadmill is making the beep. He's pressing beep, beep, beep. And then he makes the classic rookie mistake of looking over at my screen,
Oh,
and the treadmill picks him up and dubs him off.
no. Oh, no.
Oh,
No, I hope you helped him up.
oh.
I hope.
The
Oh, no.
treadmill picks him up and dubs him off. All right. And then I have to stop my treadmill because I'm going to die of laughter. I am definitely going to die of laughter. So I have to run into the bathroom because I don't want to laugh at this man in his face, right? Because I'm being kind. So I have to go into, I almost died laughing in that bathroom. I did. Okay. Because it's stupid. People do stupid things and they get stupid consequences. And it's sometimes cause for laughter.
It
Another
does.
guy who's a policeman who was working out at the same gym in a place called Oystons. So now there's a leg press machine which is 45 degrees, right? Most of my humor comes from the gym because people do stupid things there all the time. He puts on 45 plates, but he's a man, so he can't just put them on gently. So he
Oh,
slams them on. He's slamming them on, right? The bar is only this big.
yeah.
So he's putting about 9 plates aside because he's a man. I'm strong. I'm a man. He gets to the end of the bar. He wants everybody to know that he's loaded up the entire bar. So he picks up a 45 plate. He slams it on really hard. It bounces back out of the
No.
hole and lands straight down on his foot. Oh
No.
my God.
Oh,
I listen.
no.
Listen.
No. Oh, gosh.
Okay, that was an example of where I broke out of the health professional because it did fracture one of his toes. But
Yes.
I'm telling you, that was funny.
Yeah, it probably almost looked like slow motion, right? Like, "No, this is not gonna happen. No, no, no." I've had that before where it's like slow motion in my mind.
Listen, that was funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm laughing at it. There's a whole bunch of people out there saying, "Oh my God, you horrible person. Are you laughing at that?" Yes, I am. Right? Because these things are born out of stupidity. And when it's
Mhm.
born out of stupidity and karma interrupts right away, to let the person know, hey, you know, you're being stupid. It's funny.
Yeah. All right. Mine, just get the picture of this. Ready?
Hmm.
So, I think this was about 6 years ago. 6 years, yeah. And my daughter brings home this, I don't know, a pogo stick. Do you remember what a pogo stick
Yeah.
is? Okay, so I'm like, I used to do this as a kid. I'm gonna try this pogo stick. Okay. It didn't end well. Just I'm gonna let you guys just kind of imagine doing a pogo stick, and it's like,
Which body part did you land on is all I want to
no,
know.
I didn't break anything, but thank goodness there was a bush next to it. I landed
So
it,
you pogo stick yourself into a bush?
and I don't know if she captured it on video. I don't even know if she was taking a
No,
video
I
of
want
me.
that video.
I
I
know.
want that video. We could bring it on the show. We could show you pogo sticking
I'm
yourself into
like,
the bush. We could do that right now. Okay, look, guys.
okay, I can't do the kid stuff. I thought I could do it, like, really like I did as a kid, you're, like, counting to 20. I could do it.
Amy, how old were you when you last pogo stick?
This I don't know, I was probably in my late 50s.
No, when before that time.
Oh gosh, I bet it was, like, 10 years old.
Okay, so a lot of things have
For
happened between 10 years old and
no.
a lot of things have happened between 10 years old and 50. I'm
Yeah,
just going to say that,
I
yeah,
know.
center of gravity,
It was just right. It was like I weighed less
but
than when I
man,
was 10. Oh my god, that was funny. Well, my daughter could do it like nothing. It was like, "Oh my god, I can do it." I'm like the stupid guy at the gym. I'm like, "Let me try it."
wow.
Yeah, that was
No,
funny. That's funny, laughing at yourself like that.
it is. It
It
is.
is funny. It just doesn't it
So,
help for, like, depression? Doesn't humor help, like, anxiety and depression? Just go watch something funny when you feel that anxiousness and depressed, you're going through something.
yes, and stop restricting yourselves from laughing.
Yes.
The worst thing you could do is hold in laughter. Let that stuff out. I don't care how inappropriate it is. If you find it funny, laugh. People are going to get offended. Oh my God, you're laughing at that? Yes, I'm laughing at that.
Do you think they secretly wanna laugh at that too, but they don't?
No, they want to control what people laugh at,
Oh,
and
that's true.
you need to be able to laugh at whatever you feel you need to laugh at. And yeah, I get into trouble a lot, and sometimes I laugh at things which most people would find inappropriate, like the ending of Titanic. I burst out laughing.
Oh, that yes. That's funny.
The ending of
That
Titanic.
that
Okay, all right. You see, I'm a very pragmatic person, so I'm thinking,
Mhm.
okay, she's on the little piece of wood thing. My man, go get yourself a piece of wood too, and then the story can continue, and then we wouldn't have to have you turn into a popsicle and sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Wait,
So I chuckled a little bit. Can I tell you, all the people that I went to watch that movie with wanted to beat my ass after.
why? Because I thought she had plenty of room on that raft for him. She had plenty of
Yeah,
room
and
for
the
him.
body heat would have actually helped both of them stay
Yes.
alive. Yeah, 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 all of these things. No, he wanted to look into her eyes.
I guess. So can you name some I was just going over in my mind, like, all the, I love to go see live comics.
Hmm.
Yeah, and, Tim Dillon was the last one that I've seen. But I've seen, like, Jerry Seinfeld back in the day, back in the '90s when he wasn't even big then,
Hmm.
and, um, who else was there? Oh, Sebastian Maniscalco.
Hmm.
I've seen him. Andrew Dice Clay, do you remember him?
Yes,
Yes! Like, this is back in the '90s. So it's even better when you go in person
it is. It
to
is,
me.
and stand-up comics are notorious for making fun of inappropriate things, like Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and Sam Kinison was good for that too. Sam
I
Kinison.
want to introduce you guys to a stand-up comedy group called Blue Collar Comedy. Go find
Yeah.
blue collar
I
comedy
know what you're
and
talking
listen to this stuff. If you can't find it, like just hit us up
about.
and we'll expose you to blue collar comedy. It
Yeah.
is the funniest stuff. I never heard about blue collar comedy before I
Uh-huh.
came to Western Canada.
No,
And
it's
then I
out there.
listened to it, I'm like, that is funny stuff.
Who is the guy? His last name I think is White.
I can't remember.
He always has a drink with him, like a
Correct.
yes. Oh my god, he cracks me up.
For
He
those of
cracks
you
me
wondering what blue collar comedy is, it's basically redneck humor and
yeah.
it's funny stuff.
And, comedians make fun of themselves.
And Larry the
And
Cable Guy.
oh,
These
Larry the
guys,
Cable Guy.
listen, that is some funny stuff. That is some of the funniest stuff I've ever heard in my life. Okay, so go check that stuff out. You may not like it because it is redneck humor. And trust me when I tell you, it's very inappropriate,
Yeah, it is. It is.
but it's funny.
But it toughens you up. Even if you're, like, cringing when you're watching it, you have to learn to relax. I remember this because it's like when you feel that cringe, just kind of relax in your body because just let the laughter out. Just let it
Correct.
out because you can toughen up, with the laughter.
You can. And it does expand your sense of humor.
It
So,
does.
for those of you who are watching this broadcast, what inappropriate things do you laugh at?
Yes, tell
And
us.
if you have jokes to give, please drop the jokes to give. We don't care about internet censorship. We don't care about Instagram censorship or Facebook censorship. We don't care about any of that. Drop the joke.
Yeah, drop it. Um, so I found this quote by Mark Twain, and he said, "The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter."
Laughter.
Right? Love that.
Well, guys, this has been our episode of Echo Chambers Safe Spaces and Humor.
Yes.
Let us know what you think in the comments below. And Amy, I'm going to let you do your
Yes. Well, you have to chime in with me. Until next time,
keep it
keep it
unscripted.
unscripted. Bye, everybody.
Take care.